So I'm with Marko Markelic after the 5-2 win over Dunkirk. So let's start with the game itself. How do you think it went?
Yeah, strange end of season game, obviously. It was a big game for us. We had to win the game to put pressure on Newark. And we did exactly that. You know, we took the lead. I think they had a man sent off. And then it became one of them games where, you know, be patient, a few more goals and it'll be a comfortable 3 points. But yeah, really proud of the lads. We've only lost one in 15 games to make a fight of it. After all that's happened, dead proud of the lads. Just a quick one, good luck to Newark in the playoffs. But very gut-wrenching for a club like ours and the management team and the players here.
And I mean, for a final game of the season, it had everything. It had a lot of great goals, red cards, fights, scraps, questionable decisions. Do you think that sums up the league?
It does, it does. This league's, you know, lessons learned. You can't go anywhere in this league and expect 3 points. And I don't care who you play. Like I said, we've lost one in 15. This is no disrespect to Saffron Dynamo, they deserve to win. Would you have said the one we lost was against Saffron Dynamo? You know, just a few days before that we beat Bristol 4-0. It's very unpredictable. You know, if you're not 100% when you play these teams, you will get turned over, and that's this league. That's this league all day. I mean, it's you can't expect to go somewhere and just expect 3 points. We still, even when they had 10 men, had to work for it today. You know, and eventually we got it, and I was proud of all of them. They can't do any more. They can't do any more.
So 5 goals for Radford. It's a brilliant scoreline for us, despite what it meant elsewhere. But the main thing I want to highlight is Errol Campbell scoring our final goal of the season. There was no one else that could have been there.
Listen, Errol, I'll be honest with you, and I don't know if he's 50 or 40, I don't know. I don't even know how old he is. But I'll tell you one thing, every time he comes on, he gives 100%. He's a live wire, as fit as anything, and you know what? We deserve that goal. And he didn't want to come on. I made him come on, which I'll take a bit of glory for that. But yeah, I mean, Errol's been brilliant. He came on, he did a job for us, he's very fit, he works the channels, and he deserved what he got today. And I thought he changed the game on Tuesday as well, so fair play to Errol.
So obviously the season's been long, been a lot of games, lots of highlights, lots of drama. Is there one positive moment you can think of from the season?
I think there's a few positive moments. I think as a management team, we've done enough to get playoffs. We've conjured up enough points. I think if we didn't get deducted, we would have finished 4th, which obviously we still got us a way leg in the playoff, but you know, I'd have fancied ourselves in the playoff, but it is what it is. Beating Ayleston 3 times, no disrespect to Ayleston, you know, I think they deserve to win the league, and good luck to them. Good set of lads as well. You know, we beat them 3 times and they never once got funny or anything. Yeah, they were good as gold. I think beating Ayleston 3 times, beating a lot of Step 5 sides in the Cup, taking Anstey to a replay, and I think they made history with the highest Step 5 side to ever get in the FA Cup. So yeah, there's been a load of eyes. A load of eyes.
And I think that was about as good time as any to move on to the main one, which is League took 3 points off us, and we've ended up missing out just by a single point.
Now what people got to realise here is this is not a straightforward case. I mean, I looked at social media and I've read things like, well, you played an illegal player. No, that wasn't the case. That wasn't the case. We had clarification on the Friday that we was okay to play him. So what you do as a club, you play him. But lessons learned. Now, if that was the case, why would we get the London FA involved? We got the London FA involved because what we said was, we're happy to take punishment, but we don't believe it should be maximum punishment. But again, when you get these people involved, we got maximum punishment. Now, we thought we might get a point deduction and a fine, blah, 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 because the league gave us clarification to play him on the Friday. Now, there's no way of checking on things like this. The worst thing about it is, not even a starter. We won the game 6-2. It's a killer, but, you know, on the pitch and off the pitch, this club's in a good place. But also lessons have to be learned. We should never, ever be put in this position where we've stopped being playoffs because we've deducted 3 points. I'm still angry about it. I'm still fuming about it. But we should never be in that position. I don't know where it's gone wrong or what, whether it's the league, whether it's us or what. But we should never, ever be in a position to be deducted 3 points. Okay, we shouldn't. You know, we've got clarification to play on Friday, so we played him. It's as simple as that. It's not a case of, oh, we played him under another name and got caught. That isn't the case. We've done everything right our end, got clarification to play him on the Friday, so we played him. And my biggest gripe is this. The club need to learn lessons on it as well. This should never happen. But my biggest gripe is this. Why have they gave us maximum penalty? Maximum. You know, they give us a clarification to play him on the Friday. If they didn't give us clarification to play him on the Friday, we obviously wouldn't have played him. But you know what? It is what it is. I'm proud of the lads. You know, they've conjured enough points to get to the playoffs. It's not their fault. It's not our fault that we're not in the playoffs because there's 3 points deduction. So I'm dead proud of them. You know, our goal was playoffs. Anyone says win the league and that, a load of bollocks. Never once have we said we'd win the league or anything like that. All we said was it'd be nice to get to the playoffs. This is a lot tougher league than last year. And I'll tell you something, there's a lot more money in this league than last year. So I'm absolutely delighted that we conjured enough points to get in the playoffs. Unfortunate. But what I will say is, Bradford's in a good place. The club's in a good place. We're now starting to get over 100 fans on home games. I can only go on what feedback. Maybe that's something to do with us, I don't know. But we're getting over 100 fans on home games. We're not paying stupid money to try and go up, you know, and they're in a very good place. And you know what? One thing I will say, the club's more important than any other individual. So, you know, as a Radford person, we're in a very, very good place.
I think as a whole, the club as a whole is unified. We've got great players, great fans, management's doing. We've
got the best fans, and you listen, it's an old cliche, people say, oh, fans in step 6 and all that. Them fans we've got is unbelievable. If you look at social media and look at all the other clubs that players, they'll all say, wow, them fans you got. You know, but not only that, we've, you know, freshened up with the committee. You know, we've got a few young ones coming in and freshen it up a bit, as well as, you know, Bob the chairman who's been amazing, I'll be honest with you. I can't fault him. He's not once moaned, complained about anything. You know, he's done everything that you want a chairman to do. You know, I can't fault him one bit. The committee is in a good place. I think the finances are in a good place. Getting over 100 in the game is in a good place. And the team's in a very good place. You know, I only came here, not this season, but last season, only to help out. We're now, I think we was near the bottom or whatever it was, I can't remember. And we're now in, you know, playoffs. Playoffs last year, should have been playoffs this year, obviously with the deduction of 3 points. But you know what? The club is in a good place. And you know what? Having said everything, that's the most important thing.